Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all alright. How are you all doing? I'm awesome. I'm feeling good. I'm bringing you a book review. I just want to let you know, if you did pick up these books, I'm not going to go too much into detail because I don't want to be like a spoiler. But I just wanted to come on and have a chat with you and let you know the books that I've been reading over the last few months, over the last few weeks. So I'm going to go straight in, and I picked up this one, I do like a month ago. It's called My 1 Month Marriage, and I bought it for £1.50 in the British Heart Foundation. And I don't know if anybody of you watched the last one, but it said, I just need to know which one of you slept with my husband, and that's the part that got me gripped. So it was really, really good. I sometimes find with these books, the last chapter is like the finale, and I always try to cram too much in. So even though I like this book, halfway through, I guessed who had slept with her husband. I had a sneaky feeling. I was not let down by the end, and to tell you the one that I was really let down with, it didn't give me enough. So when Happy Ever After brings secrets, lies, and goodbyes, it was all right. It was a nice light-hearted read. It was nothing like, oh, I couldn't put it down. It was just one of them ones. It was a read that you didn't mind just picking up for 5 minutes and then you could put it down because you wasn't invested in it. That's me personally. It's by Shari Lowe, and yeah, like I said, I paid £1.50 for it, and it was okay. She's a bestseller, and I don't know if there's a follow-up to this. I might actually look and see if there is a follow-up for it. But yeah, so it is a light-hearted read. So even if, I don't know, you just wanted to pick a book and it was like you didn't want to delve too much into it, I would recommend this book because you can't put it down. So that's the perks, that you can put it down. So that's one book I picked up. This one is called, it's by Fiona Gibson, As Good as It Gets. Oh no, sorry, that's the question. As good as it gets? See, there's the question mark. The grass is always greener. Midlife crisis. What midlife crisis? Now, I read this was £1.50 again from the British Heart Foundation. It's got content guides, it's got drama in it, it's got love, humour and friendship. Again, no word of a lie, the last page summed up their entire life. I hate that. Do you know when it's like, and they live happily ever after, and they're all smiling, walking on the beach, holding hands, and the son's running off with the dog, and the daughter's very happy, and the mother and father are now, oh, I'm really gutted. Really gutted. I was so invested in it. And it's by Fiona Gibson, like I said, as good as it gets. And basically, she got 2 children, one by a different man, and the one man apparently didn't want to know her when she was pregnant. And then when he seen her in a newspaper or a magazine, he got in touch, and he didn't actually realise that was his daughter in the picture alongside her. And apparently his mother had told her, apparently his mother told him that she had an abortion, so that's why he never contacted her, because he thought, she got rid of the baby, she wants rid of me. But so that was quite nasty of the mother, you know, to tell her the son was only like something like 19. No, I can't remember. I don't know if she was 17 and he was like 19, or the other way around. And the mother, this was like not in the olden days, like I don't know, like in the 90s, when it was like pen and paper, had a telephone line. It was no, let's search him up on Facebook. And then obviously as they got older, the internet came about, and apparently they tried to find each other, but they both had different names, or went by different names. And yeah, and I read it, And I was like, oh, I wonder if she's going to fall in love with, the father of the first child, or is she going to try and work it out with her current husband? Yeah. Last page summed it up. I was like, you've got to be flipping joking me. So I don't know if it's a follow-up. Apparently she does a couple of books called The Pedigree Mum, and Take Mum Out. So Pedigree Mum, I can see she's got a dog, and Take Mum Out. So I don't know if Mum's having a midlife crisis. But yeah, I was £1.50. It was a lovely book to read. Give it a read if you do pick it up. These are charity shop books. Then, um, the other week, I picked this book, right? It's called Janie Laid Bay. Right, so I've obviously read the original Janie, well, not the original copy. I have read the novel Janie, by Charlotte Bronte, the classic novel with an erotic twist. I didn't quite catch on to the erotic twist part, and it says enjoy a good read, and it was from the pound shop. It cost me £1, and he took me in his arms and kissed me with an ardour I had never known. So I am reading this now thinking, oh, it's lovely, lovely times. Lovely times. Seems so simple. I know they would. I know they had hard times. And no, I had to Google it just to make sure that this was a legit book, because I was like, how have this Eve Sinclair got away with rewriting a book, doing a twist on a book that's already just like a fantastic book. The films, the series, all fantastic. And you want to see the hate towards this book. There was people, I'm not quite literate. I took English literature and language for A levels. And my teacher absolutely loved me because I am quite good at analysing things, and that's the old thing with literature. You literally analyse a book, and you see it from the reader's point of view or the writer's point of view, and then you've got to. I really enjoyed literature, and we didn't study this. We was more of Shakespeare, and who else? I can't for the life think of me. I definitely know 1974 was in there. Big Brother's watching out, and it is all this now. Oh, yeah. But when I was reading the reviews online, people were going bonkers. They were like, "This is disgusting. This should never have happened. She should no like." They weren't like being like vile to her. They weren't like saying, "Oh, she should go to jail or anything." But they were like, she should have something like taken off her, like her rights. Because I don't know how do things work like that? If somebody's like passed away and like there's no family to like query it, like how does it work, stuff like that? But I was so intrigued when I was reading it. I was like, oh. So then I brought it into work then, because on my lunch break, I got half-hour lunch break, and I was talking about it, and it was this one part, and she was masturbating with a candle. And I was just like, it didn't even enter my head that she was going to pick up the candle to masturbate with it. So I was telling my colleagues in work, and this one, she's my bestie in work. I love her. She's literally like my co-worker. Like she is like we are like just like that, best buddies. And she was going, well, they were just going nuts. They were like, is it a church candle? Was it a tea light? Or was it a battery operated candle? And I was just like, you're taking a mick of me, but you. I was like, I haven't got an innocent mind at all. I was just shocked. I knew that it was going to be erotic, but I just didn't realise how erotic. And I mean, like, it was full on threesomes, and it was just a lot of erotic. So if that is your cup of tea, pick this up. It's from the pound shop, Jane Eyre Laid Bay, and yeah, enjoy a great read. I read it, and it's nothing. It doesn't even compare to the original. The ending especially. I was just like, if you have read it, please let me know. If you read either the original or this version, please let me know what you thought of the ending and about the woman in the attic. Because just let me know. If you do know, let me know. So I picked up that one. Then I picked up, oh, I've definitely spoke about this, Sarah Manning, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. It's time to rip up the rule book. Yeah, this book was 99p. If you don't want sleep, pick up this book. If you think, oh, nah, don't need 4 hours sleep to go to work, nah, don't worry, read this. If you're thinking, oh, don't worry, the dishes can wait till 2 days, and the hoover and the drying and the mop and the floors can wait, this is the book to read. Couldn't even put it down. And I was getting angry with myself then, and I was getting angry at the time, because I am one of these people, I can read a book, and the kids at Marcus were saying to me, babe, Al, Mum, I couldn't hear them, and I'm definitely not deaf. They were like, we were calling you for ages, and I go, I'm in the book. Exactly what I used to be like when I used to read Harry Potter's. I am in this book. I am there with them. I am in the class. I am in the work with them. I'm in the home. I literally am in the book. And I always do think the books are better than films, because I'm just so engrossed in them. And I was so annoyed. Yeah, the time flew by. I went to bed, I think like 9 o'clock in the night, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, oh, why have it got to be 3 o'clock in the morning for? Why can't it still be like 10? But no, it couldn't, could it? Brilliant book. Lovely, just heartwarming, and you want it to have a happy end, and you're rooting for it. And it's lovely, and it says, we were super glued to the pages of this book, and you'll be hooked too. Yeah. Oh, that's baffling. That's mad. This was her first novel, and she's nailed it. That's what it says. It's her first novel, and she's nailed it. I don't think I'd use them words. She's nailed it. But yeah, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. Really, really good. A lot of pages. No, that's not me. I was going to say I never fold down the pages. I always try to have a bookmark. Because I think, oh, I bought it in nice condition. I don't want to... I definitely haven't turned up... when you fold the pages, I definitely haven't done that. What else have I got? Still trying to get into this, the swap, Fiona Mitchell. 2 women, 2 children, but whose is who? A thought-provoking, intense tale by woman and home. Bought it for 99p. An impactful family drama, gripping read. I'm yet to get to it. I give it a first chapter, didn't I say, a couple of weeks ago, and it made me feel sick, because she basically wants the kid to die. She basically just like hoping the kid dies in the car crash. And as a parent, you just like, what am I reading? I get it if I was reading like, oh, I don't know, like the books used to get, like the biographies of like poor children getting abused when they were younger, and they like want their abuser to die. You get stuff like that. You're like, well, yeah, of course. But this, she wants the kid to die in the crash, and I was like, didn't sit right with me. The thing is now, it's like, I'll always think about like, oh, what happened. So I don't know, let me know if you can read several books at the same time, because I can. I have moods that I can read a book in. So I think at one time I had 3 books on the go. I'm gonna turn the light on because I looked a little bit dark in. It's only 6:30 and I've had to turn on the light. I get comfy again now. Yeah, I can read a couple of books at the same time. So this is a book that I can pick up when I'm like As well. So yeah, the swap is called. I've had it for quite a few weeks, and yeah, I think I'm there. I haven't read that many pages. I read 54 pages. And then Marcus come home last Friday. He went to Tesco, and he was like, "I bought you a present," and I was like, "Oh, thank you. What have I got?" And he picked me up this book. "I have something to tell you. You thought your secret was safe," and it's Fern Britain picks exclusively for Tesco. It's by Susan Lewis, and she's the Sunday Times bestseller. Oh, the Sunday Times, not a paper I read, because I don't read any newspaper. When I was younger, I used to read The Sun, and I only used to skip right at the back to read my horoscope. That's all I ever used to do. So no, don't read the paper, don't watch the news, don't listen to the news. No, not for me. So it's a terrible secret, a case too close to home, an ending you won't see coming. I was hooked. Has you by the collar from page 1. Maybe I haven't got to the nitty-gritty parts yet, but this is a lovely book. But this is a great book. But I've literally only read about 2-3 pages so far, because I've got a couple of other books on the go. So Marcus bought this for me, and I said, "Oh, why the bloody hell did you buy me a book for?" Because I'm not ungrateful, but I can be. I was like, "How much did that cost?" "Oh, I bet that cost you like £7 or £8. I could have got it cheaper in the pound shop." And but I don't mean it. Do you know when it's like, I didn't mean it like that. It just comes across as, I don't know, just comes across as being like, I don't know, horrible. So that, I let you know how that gets on. And then I was talking in work, and I was saying, yeah, I really, really want to get the Stephanie Meyer books, all the Twilight sagas and all the books, because I'd binge watched the films the other week. My other work colleague went, "I got them." And I went, "Oh, brilliant. Will you bring them in for me?" She went, "They're in the boot of my car." You should have seen me. I got up. I went, "Oh, can I have them, please?" I said, "I'll look after them." And she went into the boot of her car, and she had them there. And I was like, well, talk about luck. So I go, and she's so funny. She tipex the side, so it's number 1, and this is Twilight. And then I got number 2, and this is New Moon. I get so excited. And then number 3, this is The Eclipse. Don't know which one's my favourite film. And then look at the Whopper. I don't remember him being this big. And this was number 4. And this is the Breaking Dawn, the international number 1 bestseller. She's a genius. She's an absolute genius. I'm going to go and get my Harry Potter books out again. But the thing is, I get so invested, I cry. But Cedric died, Dad. And he was like, "Oh, Christ alive, here we go." But yeah, I do love reading a book. And when people say like, "Oh no, it's boring," I'm like, how is it boring? You're obviously picking a wrong book if you find a book boring. "Oh, I haven't got enough time." And I'm like, well, yeah, people can find time, they can make time, and if you're lucky to have a bath, then you can have a read in the bath. But no, I really, really do enjoy a nice read. And like I said, I don't know if I have, a couple of weeks ago, because somebody must have been listening to me. My Amazon must have been listening to me, because I was talking about audiobooks. Then all of a sudden I had a 30-day free audiobook, and I started to listen to Atomic Habits, My Atomic Habits by James something. No, didn't like it. I felt like I wanted to finish his sentence all the time. Yeah, I did. I was listening to the book, and I'd have my headphones in, because they say, it's better to listen to these books with the headphones in. So you get credits in it with the audiobooks, and each book is a credit, I think. So I wanted this one. And I sat there, and no, I give it 3 nights. I thought, no, I'll give it a go. Then I give it another go. Then last night, then I was like, not last night, but the last night of me. And then I just said to like Marcus, do you want an audiobook? Do you want my account details? So you can log in yourself if you want to. I got another credit. Do you want to listen to this book? And he was just like, no, thank you, because he likes to read. He likes what's he reading? I think he wants to start reading the Eddie Earn book, the boxing promoter. He had that for his birthday last year, I think. So he wants to get into that. But yeah, love reading. I think it's a lovely gift to read. I do feel sorry for people who can't read, and I feel sorry people. I can't believe how dark you've gone. I've literally started videoing this at 6 o'clock. It's now 1:30, and you'll see nearly every flipping not weather condition, like day and night. But yeah, I do feel sorry for people who can't read, or they can't imagine, or they can't switch off. Feel really bad for them. But me, yeah, as soon as I got into a book, boom, I'm gone. Don't talk to me. Well, you can't talk to me, but I'm not going to be listening to you. So yes, that has been my book review. Let me know if you've read them. I'm sorry if I have spoiled any spoiler alerts for you. And I'm not going to go to the charity shop anytime soon to pick up any books, because I'm going to give these a good go. So say maybe now in April I'll start going to the charity shops to go and get more books. So now that I've done my review, I'm going to take them into work on Friday, and I'm going to see if anybody wants them, and if they don't, I'll redonate them back to the charity shop. So yeah, so I'm going to love you and leave you. So take care, stay safe and stay warm. Bye everyone.